Hey guys, this is Chris from WTF News. So I put some things together from monitoring the chats last night and monitoring the live streams and monitoring the scanner feed. So one thing that the big two channel or three channels really 857 Tucson, JLR, Dolly. I really didn't hear anyone when they didn't pick up on the fact that the scanner radio mentioned that SWAT had um, had left the scene because the suspect had left his house. So, as you guys know, JLR arrived at the substation after SWAT moved away from the substation, and I believe what had happened is at that time, SWAT went to the location JLR was at. Okay, I'm gonna use initials DE. Okay, and I'm getting the initials DE from the chat. I'm not getting that from law enforcement. I'm not getting that from official news agencies. Okay, so this is speculation, but we believe that we know that where JLR went was around the corner from DE's house, which is associated with a friend of the family, the Guthrie family. Okay, and again, scanner radio said that suspect has left his residence, and at that point, people were saying the locations that SWAT could be now could be DE's other residence, which is approximately 45. Actually, I don't have the timeline. I believe it's about 45 minutes away, if not more. It's on the other side of Tucson. Okay, and there was a girl in the chat that actually lived near there. She was able to drive there and confirm that there was no SWAT presence there. The reason for that is because SWAT had the individual, the suspect, which I believe is DE. Okay, I can't confirm that. DE never came over the radio. This is where all of the news agencies went to. News agencies has inside sources like Newsmax, who's actually driving behind SWAT. Okay, so that's likely why everyone went to DE's neighborhood, and then the only other place DE can go likely is his other residence. But we had a girl in the chat who lived 10 minutes away from his other residence, which would have taken JLR like an hour or more to get to. She drives there, confirms there's no SWAT activity. Okay. And then we hear about SWAT activity at the top of the preserve at the top of the mountain, which made immediately, I'm like, yes, that actually makes complete sense. If you're on the run, you're probably not going to want to go to your other residence. You're going to want to go somewhere you can maybe ditch your phone into an area that has cover, like a nature preserve, and that's exactly what is at the top of this mountain. It's a nature preserve, and so SWAT did stage. They did set up roadblocks at this preserve, and here's the timeline of what happened based upon monitoring all of the videos, the chats, and the scanner radio. Suspect leaves the neighborhood that JLR was parked at before JLR gets there. SWAT follows suspect to the top of the mountain after they pinged his phone at the top of the mountain. Okay. Suspect gets tipped off that SWAT is staging in the area. Suspect leaves the top of the mountain, proceeds downward. Suspect passes one of the roadblocks or a law enforcement vehicle officer. Officer recognizes the vehicle they're looking for, makes a traffic stop. Suspect pulls the trigger. That is the individual who Dolly saw, who had just pulled the trigger, and Dolly witnessed a tragic scene, a loss of life. Now, is that DE? That's unconfirmed. However, this lines up in a linear fashion, logically speaking, what likely occurred in regards to where SWAT went, who they were tracking, why that person would have went to where they went to. Okay. So no one's put this together yet. It won't take too long because it's pretty logical. The only reason other people haven't put it together, I believe, is the big time YouTubers that are boots on the ground. They're doing so much that like 2.5 second long verbal communication over the scanner radio that suspect has left the residence just went right over their head. And these guys got like 80,000 people in their chat at one time, so their messages go by way too quick for anyone that picked up on it, including myself, which I did put in the chat, for 857 Tucson to be able to see, or for JLR to be able to see. Regardless, that's what I think happened. That's it, guys. I literally have 13 subscribers on my channel. If you could subscribe, that'd be great. If anyone ends up sharing this out, please don't remove my watermark. I only have WTF News on here. Like, I don't care about credit. My channel is like suppressed. So if you guys could do me a favor, credit me, WTF News. Like, here's the deal. I don't really care about subscribers, but I have a brain that functions. I was able to put this together when other people weren't, and I'd like to use my brain for the better. Therefore, I'd like to reach a larger audience. So please credit me. This is Chris from WTF News. My channel could use some support.